back. We are Appalachian Dragons, and this is Black Mass Saga, a run of Cyberpunk Red. I believe this is session 10 now.
It's labeled as 9, but yes. Yes.
No, whatever.
Session one was
like
a ghost
session.
session.
This is like session 24 or something at this point.
we won't hash out why now, but session 10 for us, session 9 on the screen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Anyway. All right. The crew opened with an initiative roll, obviously, as the drone parade descended into chaos. As drones started dive bombing civilians everywhere, crashing cars, just causing general destruction. Dallas and Mateo actually the whole crew makes really short work of the drone swarm. They take down the big UAV that's holding the net architecture, and Dallas seems to isolate a good portion of Reaper B, who he has. If I believe correctly, the net architecture was saved, so you guys do have a copy of Reaper B now. That's a little more solid than the last one. But just as the crew was thinking that this happened a little too easily, Shiro Kasune showed up, the dreaded Arasaka assassin and brother to Bakaneko, as well as another assassin by the name of Manx. I believe. Yeah, it's Manx. After a bunch of close calls and narrow evades, and really only because Shiro Kasune decided he was gonna underestimate the crew. It's the only reason you guys survived, I think. As Tetsukage decided to pull up at the very last possible minute, Shiro Kasune escaped, leaving the crew on top of this building overlooking the general carnage in the streets. So Shiro Kasune just escaped. Tetsukage just showed up. I'll let you guys start. Oh yeah, and Ubik fucked up Joan a little bit, driving her off of a parking garage. Forgot about that little detail.
It's fine. Just my oil pan, it's replaceable.
Alright guys, you narrowly escaped death. Bakaneko's not on fire anymore. I leave it to you.
I think Mateo would check on Bakaneko because I know you were kind of fucked up at the end of that. How are you looking?
She got some healing from Crave. We can't hear you, Burp.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I hit the button wrong. I'm a little charred up, but nothing Crave can't help fix. I'm probably already patched up a little bit from where he healed me, so I got cute little band-aids.
Cool.
I'd like to imagine he gave me a cute little band-aid. It's got like Paw Patrol on it or some shit.
It's got like
It's
a cat band-aid.
I actually bought this box just for you. It's Hello Kitty Band-Aids.
Oh hell yeah. He knows me so well.
As Shiro Kasune's like zooming away while y'all are checking on Bakaneko, Dallas will stroll over and be like, pardon my French, who the fuck was that? Seem to have it out for you, Bakaneko.
Definitely did. That's my asshole brother. Been trying to kill me ever since I defected from the corporate life.
And brought great shame upon your family.
Wonderful. That's
Freaking nerd.
that's just great. Well, shit. I did manage to get the architecture off that drone. We can take it back to the mass and potentially sell it back to Militech or explore it for ourselves. How many of the regular drones are still there? Because I would like to take at least 2 of those if we could for shenanigans, experiments and shenanigans.
I think there was 3 drones, or not? No, it's 2 drones. You did save, yeah.
That's cool.
Although
So-
they're mini swarm drones, so they're not really able to be outfitted with weapons or anything like that. But
So they're almost, let's see. They're almost
That's so
like
good for like surveillance and
a
shit.
cloud of little drones each. Am I visualizing that right?
yeah, like the little tiny little
I see,
little quad drones. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Man. I was gonna ask if I could put a foot on each one and have you drive me home, but I guess that's out.
Eventually, we'll just buy our own drones and outfit them with weapons, but we gotta get rich first. With this in mind, Dallas is like, all right, let's back up these. Oh, Tetsukage's here too. Y'all called Tetsukage. Do I remember that correctly? That's how he knows to be here. Like a Neko called him.
Yeah, I'm probably fussing at him for not being here sooner. Took too long. No, I would like to think that they probably do yap in Japanese. They probably got enough of an understanding with each other.
How the hell are we gonna get your car off that roof?
It's got the grapple. It's fine. It'll be. We'll propel down if we need to, but it's also got the bulldozer in the front. I'll just like Mateo will hop in and like scoop himself like backward and like try to minimize the damage until he gets back onto the other building. If I have to hook up the winch to something, you know, I'll do that. But
Oh, I think I actually did calculate the
TV for this
body
No.
body damage that it took. I think.
Yeah, took a good job.
I think you did give me a number.
You did.
last week. I'm trying to remember.
I didn't write it down. Sorry.
It should still be on my.
You have failed us.
Didn't mark
Joan,
it down either, it's okay.
29 points of damage. Yeah, or full. Thankfully, with the heavy chassis upgrade, that's not too bad of her health. She's at 41 of 70, so I mean, I can
Oh,
get her
yeah.
home. Patch her up.
Busted the stupid axle though.
Dallas wants to
Just
help
fucking
out
roll. replaced that
last week. Goddamn.
however he can.
You gotta like
with
you,
Mateo's
you
car.
gotta like constantly turn left to keep it straight, like the rack and pinion.
Oh, no.
Like,
It drifts a lot. Yeah.
I think we determined this is a ramp down, actually, like on the back side of this roof.
I think it's stairs though, isn't it? This is a residential building. Or
I think he said it was.
We
it
were on
looked
the
like a
building.
ramp, so we rolled it as a ramp.
But if this is a residential building, I am sure all of the neighbors downstairs are really upset.
We're dead.
maybe it's
Also possible. You know.
We were on that other building though, so I think it just winched back rather than forward. Do we need anything else from here before we bail? Can we attain anything else?
you got the net architecture. You got the 2 drones. Might be it.
he's probably right.
We didn't kill anybody who had any good weapons, so I'm not worried about that.
Is there anything we want to tell Tetsukage to do? Could we ask him to run interference on Shiro Kasune for us? Do you think that's a thing, Barb?
Possibly.
he
I'll
would?
try asking him. Oh, he should, because I'd like to think he has enough respect for me and enough understanding of how dangerous Shiro is.
Give me an honor. Give me an honor roll.
Insert Zuko joke here. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Right.
Honor!
To your-
Honor!
Ninja, your cyborg friend over there, he might be able to keep your brother off your tail for at least a little bit.
Yeah, I would 100% ask him. I don't know if I need to roll anything to convince my buddy.
While she's talking to him, I text in our group chat, like, should Should anybody tell him that we might have burned down Adam Smash's apartment?
Yeah, we should update him, and by proxy, I guess, Lord Akihiko.
That'd be a bad idea.
Might be good to have some someone who knows enough shit about Night City, and I don't exactly want to run into Adam Smasher at any time soon now.
First off, give me a persuasion check.
For Tetsukage.
See if you can talk him into going up against a deadly ninja for you.
What's that persuasion? All the way down here.
It's in cool.
I'm looking for it.
It should be at the top. It's in cool.
I rolled a 15.
15? That works.
I'm on the app, so it's alphabetical.
Okay, with a 15, he'll kind of like sigh a little bit, but he'll say that if Shirakasune is here hunting you, it's not a stretch to believe that he could be also going after Ronin operatives too. So he's got a little bit of a vested interest in it. He'll see if he can track the fox, and he'll keep you posted.
I'm gonna blow him a kiss.
But in the meantime, watch your back. He could be anywhere.
Next time you better come rescue me a little sooner, or I'm gonna be roadkill.
I think we had him. I mean,
Bakeneko will roll her eyes at you, like very visibly roll her eyes at you.
rooftop fight. I mean, we had him for the one. We would have gone. It's fine. We would have brought you back. Dallas came back. You have 9 lives. What is there really to worry about? Nothing.
You think I have 9 lives? You don't know how many I've damn spent already.
Oh, that's a fair point. Knowing you, more than a few.
He's already taken out plenty of my 9 lives, so I'm running on empty here.
Like
I've heard of a scroll with a magic wish inside of it, and if we can get this scroll, then we can make this lives come back for you.
Part of me imagined when you said you better watch your back, I was like, God, if he's just standing back to back with her again on the front of this thing and we didn't see him.
Been taking notes here.
I'm like,
I'm gonna walk over and be like, oh, it seems to me like you could probably use that White Russian you keep talking about. And I'm gonna cut my eyes at Ubik, shake my head no.
This is a fair point, though. We should, I don't want to put you on house arrest, Bakeneko, but we should not leave you unattended by any means. I think maybe 2 people with you at all times. No more solo runs to get ramen or anything, because that's an opportunity,
That's okay. I'm sure Crave will gladly go with me on all my ramen runs.
I'd feel better with 3 minimum, but no, yeah. I'll drive you. We'll need to Uber.
Well, I was like, what? With what car? I ain't getting in that trash heap.
Trash heap! Bakeneko, you wound me.
I have standards, and let me tell you, that rooftop was not kind to your car.
Well, that is true, but I will forgive Ubik for being afraid of bullets. It is now I'm slipping into Russian. I don't know what's happening. It
You're mirroring.
Look at me. I'm not bulletproof. That's your fighting job, not me. Me. Play.
there's just too many Russians in this campaign.
There really are. See, and I'm not gonna fake no Japanese accent. That's just too offensive. I can't do that.
Been there.
So we cruise on back to Black Mass.
Yeah, let's get the car down and go. I'm ready.
Oh wait, before Tetsukage leaves, I'm gonna ask for a follow-up about Oracle, right? He was the one who took Oracle.
Yeah.
He'll kind of stop for a second, like he's kind of forgot about that a little bit. Not like he forgot about it, but he wasn't really expecting you guys to really talk about it, kind of thing. He's like, oh yeah, that's right.
I relate.
Not on his priority list.
He'd be like, oh yeah, the girl. She's taken to the name you guys have given her, so we've been calling her Zelda. Her memories, or lack thereof, are still elusive, but she seems to be doing okay.
That's good to know.
She's capable, if not a little simple. It's almost like she's effectively a child. Interesting. But her heart
to an assassin.
But her hardwares and her operating systems are things we have not seen before.
Could this be like a you, Dallas? Do you think that she could be like somebody's backup body? There were multiple crates. Did we ever? I know we didn't personally open them, but wasn't it Tetsukage who took those?
Did we give him the crates?
I think that's what he
There
came
was-
for. Crates.
There was a lot of specific infrastructure in the bunker I came out of. My gear, another cyber deck, a whole fucking data bank full of what I did in the previous body. I guess it's not out of the question, but we wouldn't be able to tell who it was from the crate, I don't think. Does that make sense? Sorry, my brain wandered a little.
Oh yeah, well, if she were in that same environment and they had the data to upload her, could it be? I mean, you were in a barrel and she was in a crate. I get, it's different.
Yeah, halfway through it, I realized that. So good.
Potatoes
If you get like a VGA cable to HDMI adapter, could you like make something happen here, or?
We would have to know where her memories are stored and things like that.
Oh no, I'm not saying we would, but I'm thinking that's what I think her purpose might be. That she was intended. She's a blank slate, intended to have something downloaded onto her.
It's probably, it's possible for sure. I don't know about the likelihood.
Tetsukage will think for a second. He'll be like, "That's a good a theory as any." But what she was supposed to be a vessel for is still a mystery.
Maybe it's because we're running in circles at a time. I keep wondering if these two things are connected, like the chips shorting people out and her, and I don't know.
Who knows?
Well, we might get more
Red-
answers out of this.
Always sunny red yarn meme.
Dallas swings the net architecture around. We might get more answers out of this.
That's good. I think we roll on home then, unless we have any more business here.
Let go.
You'll patch up our wounds. I think
Zoom.
I think most of us besides Mac and Nick were fine.
Yeah, and he healed me, so I'm pretty set. I'm not hurting.
Did you say that in character? As far as you guys having the conversation about like what she is? Like what she's a vessel for?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think on the
Why
car
do you-
ride home, I'd probably disrespectfully put my feet up on the back of the headrest somehow. I imagine this is like a stretch limousine now. The car keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I'm pretty comfortable. And I'll kick the seat a little bit and I'll say, Mateo, you mentioned something about a vessel. You wouldn't think there's a chance that this cybernetic Reaper A, living out in the whatever we call it these days, was trying to find a way to put itself inside of something that can walk and talk, do you?
Ooh.
Mateo will engage the autopilot and his chair swivels 180 to where it like knocks your feet off the headrest. He does it pretty quick just to get the point across, but we'll say it's interesting. Reaper A is the one that lives exclusively on the nets, yeah?
Best we know, yeah.
Well, they all do technically.
They being who?
Not just the Reaper. Just the Reaper. It's an AI.
AIs, I gotcha. I mean, getting itself into meat space could have a lot of benefits, especially if I wonder if the Oracle, if she were uploaded to, could still transfer between, like Nico does, for example. He can't be detected because he's a cat. What if she can't be detected because she's not human? She's not physical. Well, I mean, not physical, but not. I don't know. I've got questions.
I was thinking about some of that and there's only so much you can do in the net, right? Sooner or later, you got to have hands and feet, something that'll do something for you to, I don't know, move around,
jack
accomplish
in.
tasks you can't do otherwise. Makes sense to need something to move around in. Just a thought. You mentioned it, and it got my brain spinning a little bit.
Oh, I like that. That's a good. Mateo pulls out a napkin out of the center console, scribbles something down. It's gonna go on the yarn board when he gets home.
Right. As you guys are finishing up this discussion about the implications of the Oracle, you pull up to the Black Mass.
Home sweet home.
Coming in, you find a familiar face sitting at the bar with Nico.
It's our friend.
You
Is that
got
40?
it.
Yeah.
It is 40. She'll warmly welcome you guys, surrounded by a little wall of bottles that she's taken from the bar herself.
Hope you intend
It's
to pay
faulty,
us
sure.
back for that.
She's like, oh, I got something better than that. Old Ubik here was talking to me about how you guys are thinking about opening this place up as a little bit of a club, huh?
Yeah, we've been looking for some established talent. You wouldn't happen to know anybody, would you?
Well, as it turns out, one of the best local rockers there are is looking for a permanent venue.
Who?
Me, dumbass.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say, can I name drop the ones who played at the festival? Hilaria.
Oh, fuck.
The jugglers.
Oh, the jugglers.
Not the joke. No.
No,
There was like a girl rocker group, wasn't there?
The digital
Oh, that was the
divas.
That was episode
Digital
1, yeah.
Divas, yeah. I'll say that because she opened for them at that show, and I'll be like, living in that shadow, huh? Throw some shade.
She'll pretend like she didn't hear you and keep drinking.
Knock her
Oh, yeah,
glass
what
off the dang bar. Meow.
I'm guessing
Nah,
that there's some kind of profit in this for you. How much you want?
It's like I'd say about 10% of the door. How's that sound?
How many do you
That's not bad at
expect to
all.
bring through the door?
Oh, sweet! I got a whole network. Of party people.
Are they
Don't
gonna
believe
tear
her?
up our place?
I don't care.
Oh,
About
hell
that. I
yeah.
just want to know if I believe her.
Human perception.
We can clean up.
Them
We can hire.
tearing up our home.
We can just. I mean, it's gonna get tore up if we make it a club. That's just gonna happen. Clubs are dirty. 16.
Well,
40 is being absolutely right about this. Like, you didn't really think much of it at the time, but as you were pulling up, you did notice that she's already put flyers up and around.
Hey,
Kind of assuming you
Yeah,
guys would
without
already
us-
say yes.
that's rude.
I mean, it is rude, but do we have any other offers?
I mean, I think
Have we
it's,
looked for other offers?
Do we need to? I mean, right now we just have somebody to play on the weekends. We, have a few shows a week. She gets her cut. 10% is, honestly nothing. Honestly, her agent needs to fucking get her a better deal because that's...
Probably doesn't
Yeah.
have an agent because she's an alcoholic.
Well, you know what? On that, 10% and free drinks for you, my friend. And he'll pour Bakaneko the White Russian that she needs.
You'll kind of look
Yep.
over him. You kind of look over him. 40's kind of like mid key bump, and she's like, "You got a deal, sweetie."
Oh, yeah.
She's like, "You'll have so many people up in here. The fire marshal's gonna be all over your ass."
I'd rather the fire marshal stay the fuck away.
Other file marshals?
And
in
she's
combat zones?
Borderline.
Once again, dumbasses, it's sarcasm.
Makaneko's gonna grumble as she laps up her white Russian as she normally does.
This does bring into question, should we... My mindset is, if we want to have the upstairs be the fucking rowdy room, and then the downstairs be like the lounge. Didn't we say what else do we have down there besides the lab?
No, we don't really have a
And
room.
turrets.
We don't really have the
There-
use for that room. Dallas sleeps down there. Because he sleeps in a pew.
There's a whole area down there, but
We all do. You said that once, and I'm like, what's that movie where he wakes up on the pool table? Is that Tremors? That visual, same energy. Like,
It's also my headcanon we all sleep in pews. Where else are you gonna sleep in that building?
Y'all got Bakaneko a cat tower.
rest. the fucking shipping crate we brought Dance Dance Revolution over in is like the box in the corner that you've taken residence in.
Do love me some boxes.
We probably. Where's our X's gone? Okay, so Ben put circles down. We should probably get a camera and install it in this here. We don't do that right now. Also, Dallas, just for flavor, Dallas pours tequila shots for everybody that wants a shot. There's that thing where he picks up the bottle and starts going like this.
Yeah, Mateo will flag it. Wait, I would like to. We have the turrets up now. We have. I would like to get these drones up as potential like security. Like if we.
What area are we talking about putting a camera?
So I think we need to put
Sorry.
one here. Like once we start having people in here, I want to see this entire stairwell.
Oh,
Once
I agree.
we start having people in here.
We don't.
It's for legal purposes. We gotta have the camera, so shit can't happen on our property we don't know about.
I just thought we could see that from the camera in the corner.
I'm
Like
sure
if
we
anybody
can
goes
see
down,
people
I guess
go
it's if somebody falls down the stairs.
We can see people go down. We probably right now couldn't see people in between, which is what I'm worried about. I don't want
Gotcha.
anyone to be able to go somewhere where a camera can't see them.
Well, you can
Okay,
also
gotcha.
move the cameras if you need to.
Is that a bad thought? We can go shopping later. To Mateo's point, Dallas will say, "You may have to pick. I gotta run an errand or two this week. I can work on the drones, or I can help you with the car."
I can work on the car. It's nothing extensive.
I'll put that on Dallas's to-do list. I'm assuming he only gets to do like 2 things max. I don't know how
Probably not
things
that
work.
bad. Same.
I would also note that at some point we planned on offering my services at some level to the public, so people will need access to downstairs to some degree. I don't think anybody should just be able to go back there willy-nilly. But
Agreed.
the people
Should
who
we-
know.
Should we hire those guys we were talking to as bouncers? Have one at the door, one here at the stairwell? Restrict, control the access of people down?
Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
we'll have to give him a schedule. Like these are the nights. that-
Yo, we're getting a staff. We've got more than 3 people. We need insurance. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, we're not getting insurance, but...
Only insurance in our cities,
is
whether or not you
scam.
died or not.
Yeah. I was about to say, I thought we carried the insurance on our hips. We
Oh,
also could
you know
work
what?
bounces if we needed to. Any of us are more than likely capable, except maybe Ubik, but Ubik needs to work from where he is now.
We also have this area that Ubik likes to do business out of. And there's
I wanna put the-
apparently...
I really want to put
We
the
put a
glass
railing up
there.
to where there's just a stairwell, but I think close it off from this side and have an access point over here on the stairwell so it's controlled by the second bouncer. Because it's already a raised level above the floor there. And that would make it private access and controlled access to his business and our business downstairs.
It's like legitimate renovation, but I'm about it. Gotta hire
But they was like,
contractors for that
"We could
shit,
do
but
this."
I'm all about it.
All right, Ben, we're gonna need you to flip the couch around. Okay, it has to essentially be mirrored what it is right now, and you gotta scoot it over.
Oh yeah,
I
the
like
feng
how
shui's feng shui's all
90%
messed up.
90% of our session is planning on how we're going to renovate our
Sims.
freaking house. This is just like a housing simulator.
We did spend like 2 hours the last time this happened doing this. Doing the cameras and stuff.
It's fun. Like,
It just needs to go
I
on our
want
list.
side work.
Put the glass up and renovate that section. I like that.
oh, when you
Block
said the
off.
glass, you mean bulletproof glass?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, like
Very
that
good
opaque
call.
bulletproof
Forgot
glass
about
we
that.
talked about.
I know how much it is for cars. I assume it's different for sheets of it,
Yeah.
but that's not that's not terribly expensive. I don't think so. That should be
So
good.
I know he's not here, but for next week, can we say that during this week of downtime or this downtime we're about to have, can Ubik price the glass and the renovation to do that?
Oh yeah,
Cool.
we can do that.
He also needs to price the button under the couch to make it turn opaque.
All right. Now that you guys are back and you're looting a couple different types of enemies. You guys are gonna, for right now, after the drone battle, after the Shurikitsune battle, you guys are gonna have 2 weeks of downtime. You guys are laying low. You guys are building defenses, doing some research, following leads, that kind of thing.
Day 0 of the downtime, if we're still in this configuration, I'm gonna walk over to the side of the bar, lean over it. I'm gonna flick Dallas's hat. I'm gonna say, "Out of the frying pan, into the fire, tin can cowboy. Seems that we got straight to action when you showed back up. Didn't have a lot of time for talking. I'm glad to have you back. Pour me something stiff."
Yeah.
I just hope you stay that way, Paul.
Ooh.
Honestly, it was a little fucked up crawling out of that tube, and I'm not super sure it's safe to have me around, but I appreciate the sentiment. He will pour you, because he's been pouring shots of tequila, so he pours you a shot of tequila, puts a lime on it, and like gestures with the salt, waiting for you to hold your hand out.
Stick it out begrudgingly.
I'll give you some salt, let you have your tequila shot.
I'm not too man to admit that I make a face. I prefer darker things, but this'll do.
Why was that sexy?
It would have been worse without the lime and the salt, if I'm being honest. But I'll remember that next time. I appreciate it. It is good to be back among acquaintances. I was freaking out a little bit by myself. Hard to watch all my doors and corners, you know?
Well, thankfully you got a handful of friends and one, I guess, long-term one that will have your back for a bit. You stay safe. I need to sleep.
I do my best. Does Dallas have to sleep? Just curious. Because if not, he just spends the whole 2 weeks fucking.
I mean, imagine
Dallas might have been human, but Derek is actually an elf, and he only needs 4 hours of trance a night, so I don't even need
Oh
to
my
sleep.
god.
Hey, light activity, you know.
Yeah. Dallas will have like at least 3 shots of tequila, but he will eventually retire to get ready. Because the next day he's gonna immediately do something. His errands.
I think Buck and Echo's definitely going to therapy this round.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'll go to your
together.
therapist then.
That's my errands.
I love that though.
I'm gonna like sneakily follow you, and then go in.
With him?
No, after him. I'm not gonna let him see, but I'm gonna, no
Yeah.
one can know,
Oh,
but I'll
Do I see
I'll
her
use this
following me?
therapist.
I love that. That's funny. You go to therapy with Bakaneko. When you get back, or I'm sorry, y'all can roll for that, but I have something when you get back.
Do I see her following me to therapy? I bet you get to roll a stealth check for this, Barb.
Ooh, yeah.
I rolled a 14 persuasion, if that's right, Ben. Persuasion. Oh, no, Devin. Perception.
What are you trying to perceive? I'm sorry, I was reading
I'm trying
therapy specifics.
I'm trying to perceive Barb following me to therapy. Is that a perception versus?
It would be perception, yeah.
18. And I
Oh god,
I
mine's 14.
I like to think he gets there, and like even if he's known for a second she's following, then he'll kind of turn around and look at her general direction and be like, I am not super proud of this myself, but we can go in together if that's easier for you.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. She's mad she was found out, but she will begrudgingly go in with you.
I imagine they'll want to talk about that. Dallas will also pretty begrudgingly go to therapy. Fucking okay.
All right, y'all. That is 500 eddies each.
Okay.
And
God, therapy's so expensive.
you regain 2d6 of humanity.
2d6.
Okay, 500 eddies. Let me take that out before I forget.
I will remind you all in character that
Oh, hell yeah,
medtechs
dude.
can perform therapy.
I was about to bring that up too, yeah.
Yeah, but you're busy this week, Crave.
And we don't have to tell you our problems. You're right here.
Oh,
you know, it's weird.
Baka and
He was-
Echo
he was there.
probably absolutely tells Crave her problems all the time over ramen.
No, I get it, but 500 eddies, so you can pay me like half that and save a little
Not
money.
even.
It's up to
Not
you.
even. Like you get it's 500 versus 100.
Oh damn.
Hey,
Alright.
Crave sets the prices. Just kidding. The Lord of this world determines how much people pay for things. I keep my mouth quiet.
Yeah, that's what I said. 250 eddies. Yeah.
Anyway, it is way cheaper, straight up. So
Yeah, but I can't
know.
stealthily follow,
Dallas, yeah.
Dingus here.
Yeah.
I was tempted to say, like, as y'all walk in, like, Mateo and Lucy are coming out of therapy, and it's like, we all have the same fucking therapist.
Damn, Devin.
Yeah, Dallas
The
apparently
dou-
has a
the
great.
The double set. You created therapy,
Yeah.
man. Damn.
Dallas has a great
Credit
session of
therapy.
Dallas finally
cried out.
processes his 2 days of existence.
he's like, the nightmares about the tubes. I think I get them now.
Actually, I was gonna say with that double crit in your therapy, I'm gonna say you have a breakthrough in therapy, and you recover a repressed memory.
Oh god.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh no. Okay.
While they're talking, and like as you're talking to your therapist, the Buddhist concept of reincarnation pops up, and as you're contemplating this, you get a slight glimpse of your time in Cynosure. And you remember, I can't remember what his name was, but the other yeah, him. You remember talking to him in like a crew, and in like some kind of like break room kind of lounge in the facility, and he's laughing at you for getting your brain fried once again by a rogue AI.
Mm.
You remember having a conversation about like how many clones you think you still got left, Dallas? And then he's gonna ask you like if you have these thoughts of like, are you even you anymore? And you guys are starting to have this philosophical conversation in the break room,
Chipathesius,
right? Like that kind of thing. But like it's a really like formless memory. Like it doesn't really have any like defined edges. You don't remember a whole lot of details. You just remember having this conversation with someone who's kind of a friend of me to you.
There's no context for the dream or the memory like you're talking about. It's very disconnected from everything else. Oh my. Well, I think like during this, I imagine rather like it's that thing where like the person gets all sweaty. They're like, Dallas gets done with his little episode. He's like freaking out a little bit. I don't know if Bakaneko would be in the room or not. If not, he's like,
No, probably wouldn't go into the actual therapy session with you, honestly.
She listens at the door, respectfully.
she gets
Yeah, I try and be sneaky again.
therapy as at the same time. Well, okay. Dallas feels oddly better at the end of therapy. It's interesting that he can remember them, that they're not totally separate from him.
I know Mateo wouldn't know this for me to ask, but you said Cynosure? Is that somewhere that you worked between Militech and here? Or is that pre-Militech?
It's been a meta point. Cynosure is a Militech project.
I see.
Super
I'm trying to
hush-hush.
separate. I was about to say, I don't know if you know some. I don't know if you know some things. I think.
I don't know much.
You
At
have
all.
heard. You have seen it mentioned in some of the documentation the group has uncovered. So like it
You know
and
nothing, Jon
Axolotl.
Snow.
You know it and
Was Project
Axolotl have been mentioned side by side. I don't remember how much information the group actually has about their connection. I don't know that I'm not certain there is a connection with what little I know. That Dallas knows that y'all don't know. Which you can ask about at your leisure.
I think Dallas uncovered that Axolotl was like a subdivision of Cynosure. Like it was a side
Yes.
project they were working on.
Yeah, that's what I know is Dallas. I also know that like Dallas was trying to steer clear of it. Dallas did not know he was involved with Cynosure until very recent. Well, that was some good
And
therapy.
With that 7, Bakaneko, I think like you guys just do Rorschach tests.
Sounds
What do you
about
see? My
right.
brother with a knife. What do you see? My brother with a gun. What do you see? My brother with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
They ask you how it went, and you're like, I got the color in a room with a nice lady. She asked me a bunch of weird questions.
That sounds right up your alley there, House. Let's go back home. You really should have grabbed someone else before you left. Me and you probably can't hold off that brother of yours.
Yeah, but I doubt he's gonna be looking for me at therapy, if we're being honest.
There's a whole walk back. Keep your eyes peeled. Dallas will walk Bakaneko back from there. While we
She's
walk,
gonna
she
grumble
clung
on
to
the
the
way
back of
home,
your-
like,
I'm about to say I have a motorcycle. I drove here.
That's
Dallas
she
offers
clung
you
to the
a
back of
ride.
your motorcycle without you noticing.
Dallas offers you a ride back to the Black Mass. I forgot I had.
I'll accept it. I would think though that she's like kind of like the buffering wheel is going on in her brain, and she's like, healing your eyes. That sounds really unpleasant. Just the whole time, I guess like that might be a phrase she's never heard before, and she's like,
Like English idiom for the first time, and you're like, "What?
Yeah,
Do
'cause
what
for-
to my
Well,
eyeballs?"
for all intent and purposes, she's Japanese, like you know,
I've
and
heard
yeah.
that
she-
before.
she's not from Bumpkin Land or wherever you're from.
When
That's
they
funny.
get, like, I think when they get back and he gets off the bike, you can see her face. He's like, you all right? You don't like motorcycles?"
Do cowboys peel eyeballs? Is all she's gonna ask.
Well, some of them might have peeled
Pigs.
scalps in retribution, but not eyeballs. No, it
Bakaneko
means
has to
keep
go
a
to
lookout.
therapy again.
But say, I think we're also canceled.
I love Bakaneko not getting idioms. That's hilarious. It makes me think of Starfire.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
very much Starfire.
It just means to keep a lookout. Peeling eyeballs sounds gross.
It's actually
She's
quite
gonna-
pleasant on toast.
Nod acceptingly for your answer, but still try and figure out why y'all would say such an awful thing.
We must keep the eyeballs peeled.
You guys open up the door to the Black Mask, and Mateo's like freaking out, looking for Bakaneko. Like, she was right here 20 minutes ago. I know it. Like, covered in grease because he was like, I was fixing my fucking oil pan, came out and she was gone.
She
here.
is really hard to keep up with. She's right here, House.
Are any of you two gonna try to do any hustles through this week?
Yeah. I'm gonna well, hustles now, but I am gonna
Ooh.
patch up Joan, and I want to pull Bakaneko for some a side conversation, but I'll wait.
Oh, I was gonna say my idea for a side hustle is sitting on the street with a tin cup and have Nico in my lap.
Clank, clank,
You
clank.
maybe
clank.
shouldn't be out by yourself. I mean, I don't want to
I
be
would
that
be
guy,
like
but
outside the black
you have a
mass,
giant
like,
target
probably.
on your back.
I would say like outside the black mass, like trying to catch like passerbys for some pity points. And
Oh,
eddies.
there's no passerbys, babe.
Yeah.
Oh
You guys, are,
damn.
you,
That's
you guys
it.
are in a you
Most
guys
of
are in a combat zone.
Well, I know we're in a combat zone, but surely someone comes by every now and then.
The ones that
Let-
were
let
here, Adam Smasher cleared out. Like, or no, your
Okay.
brother cleared out.
Fair. Yeah, everybody
the-
would be gone.
You mean the scabs and the homeless people?
Mhm.
Yes. Listen, I was gonna try and get pity points and eddies from the homeless people.
I think Mateo will like see you doing this. It's like, the fuck is this? No, come on, we've got better things to do. And he's gonna
She'll-
try to.
She'll look up at you and be like, "What? You don't think people want to pet my naked kitty?" And hold up Nico. And Nico's
Also-
just going along with it because he's used to her by now.
I just picture like you're holding him up and like his stomach is like engorged. I don't know why that visual is so like.
Well,
present,
you know,
but-
like Sphinx cats, like when they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know, they're like wrinkly, and like if he's got a belly, it's gonna be
it
wrinkly.
just sags like the
Yeah,
whole.
it's the saggy wrinkles on the cat belly.
Oh god. Mateo will refrain from showing any of his disgust, and he's like, "No, I think there's better ways, better things to do with your time now that you've got the target on your head. Come." And I'm gonna take you into the basement level of Black Mass, I guess. And I want to spar. Mateo mechanically is training his melee weapon skill. and this is how I'm going to narrate it, but he wants to include you because if your brother favors close-up combat, which you yourself do not, it might not be a bad idea to practice some grapplers and stuff. You know, just something to have on hand in case he gets in close.
Fair.
And you don't have to actually level anything, but I thought it would be fun. He'll also like.
Actually,
What-
Barb, you do have that Tanto you got from your brother as that deadly warning.
But yeah.
So you do have a melee weapon.
I also have a mono wire and scratchers.
Ew.
I have
Yeah.
a lot of melee, surprisingly,
Same,
for someone who
dog.
doesn't engage in melee. But I guess none of y'all would know that yet, since I haven't really done it.
You've probably shown them like you've probably flexed them or something, like so we know you have them, but or maybe
But
not.
y'all probably just dismiss that as, oh, the cat girl's got scratchers, ha ha ha.
Yeah, that's a good
Good.
point. Yeah. Oh, you want to do it? Let's do a contested check or something. Let's spar and see if you kick my ass.
Okay.
So it would be either brawling or martial arts. Either or.
Let me see what I got.
Which I don't think you guys have any specific martial arts, so it's probably just brawling.
Yeah, brawling would be my better one.
I got a 14.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Stats. There it is. I got a 14.
Ooh.
Epic anime clash, like perfectly matched. Like I like to think.
Fucking echoes surprisingly fast.
I know. I think
And
you're
small,
quick.
so you know.
And Mateo keeps trying to get you with the spike, and you get in close with the claws, and he tries to I guess I don't have the cyber arm. Never mind. I think we just like get close, but don't quite fucking outdo each other. That's good though. I think Mateo will say, "All right, let's call it there." Okay, I'm glad to see that you're not helpless up close.
I mean, who do you think I was sparring with as, training as a child for corporate servitude?
What's up with that, by the way? You're because you've chosen to leave that lifestyle, that you're blacklisted and marked for death? That seems-
It's a cultural thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, no, right there. Well, I don't mean to be overbearing with, not letting you wander as much as you like, but we want to keep you safe. And if he's out there, any opportunity could be an opportunity to fuck you up.
Oh, trust me, I don't want to run into him alone either.
Well, then maybe don't sneak off to therapy. I mean, yes, go to therapy. It's actually quite nice, but you need to be buddy system, please.
I had a buddy system. I was going with Dallas.
But he didn't know. So if Kitsune caught you before Dallas realized you were there, then you would be in deep shit, no?
Dallas would have realized I was there. Don't worry.
I bet he got I'm surprised he noticed you at all. Where'd he get to the fucking door? I would have clocked you tailing me 3 blocks ago.
She's gonna say something very offensive to you in Japanese.
We'll respond with something in French.
I'm really loving this thing we got going on. We're just like, remember kids, going to therapy's badass.
It's healthy.
Oh yeah, I effing love therapy.
Edgerunners work through their fucking problems. Anyway,
Drags on a cigarette. Making
Just
so much
saying,
fucking
David would have
progress
been
in my
better off if he
self-food.
went to therapy.
yeah, just go to therapy, dog.
Boys will do anything but go to therapy. David Martinez.
Boys will install 10,000
Untested military cyberware instead of going to therapy.
Love it. But yeah, I think that's all Mateo's got: sparring and fixing up Joan.
Give me a land vehicle tech, which is gonna be stupid high, I know. but
So my modifier is 17, so that's a total of a 24.
hell yeah, you fixed Joan up to full capacity without much trouble.
Damn,
I curse you, Big Sname, only 3 or 4 times.
17 is like, you're an engineer.
I've been doing this literally all my life. Why do you think I got so pissed when you stole Joan? I've worked really hard on her.
I'm gonna go read the description for that. Have you clicked the thing to read like what your base description, your base modifier means? You know what I'm talking about? You should. Anyway, continue.
You're
I
talking
have,
about,
and
the
it bums
breakdown
me
of,
out because I'm not a base 10 anything, but I want to be cool.
You have base 10 in lots of things. Base
What?
10 includes
Oh, I
your
mean-
modifier. So like if you have a 12 or 13 or 14 in something, you're mid-tier. 17 to 20, and mid-tier is still like 75th percentile, maybe is the best way to say that.
So at a base 18, which is one higher than me, you can salvage and rebuild old military transports from the Badlands, and you can fix a flat while in your sleep.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
pretty
That's
dope.
what I was wondering what it was. Yeah, you're a damn engineer.
14 is a skilled mechanic who can easily repair almost any damage to a land vehicle given enough time. Very neat.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to figure out real crap. Does therapy take up the whole first week?
I don't think it takes up the whole week. I know it takes a week. It's like a week of therapy. Let me double check that. I don't know if it's
so
you gotta
Buck and
do
Echo
it
and-
for the full week.
In Dallas, walk through therapy each day together for a week. I like it. The other thing Dallas would do that week, if it's not like the only thing they get to do, is probably work on the drones because that's what he said he would do. But Crave also gets to
Don't
do
have
this
to.
week. I mean, that was the other thing I was gonna do anyway. We have another week. We can do something next week.
See here. I think it'd be a basic tech just to try to fix the drones or get them set up. Yeah, basic tech.
14.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
Alright, you're able to fix up the minimal damage on the drones.
But I still need like
get 'em
net
set up.
architecture. I'm about to say I need stuff to actually set them up, right?
You could set it up to the net architecture you guys have for the Black Mass, but I think you'd have to buy another level or two to get the nodes for it.
Let's leave them fixed for now. I don't want to spend that money quite yet.
No, that's cool.
Bum, bum, bum,
So-
bum.
Question, because I'm unfamiliar with how like the internet system here works. Can you patch into those? Can you like look through those? Yeah, they're like surveillance drones, right?
They're swarm drones. They're for meleeing people, is my understanding.
Think. Yeah, they're like more of like just a security thing.
For smacking
Gotcha.
people around. So I can
Like, if
attach
any-
them to the net architecture
if-
we already have.
If anybody walks in without authorization, they just kind of beat the shit out of them, pretty much.
Kamikaze them. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, essentially.
Once he gets them done, Dallas will report. Or he'll wait till everyone's mostly together in one spot, and he'll report. Their drones are good to go. Thankfully, they weren't too heavily damaged. With a little bit of cash, I can set them up to the net architecture we have here. The cameras are on, but it'll need some upgrades. So I suggest we use our first night's income, or seconds, depending on the price, to get them put in, and we'll have some automated bounces.
oh, are we opening? Are we opening this weekend?
That's Devin's other question. Yeah.
Oh,
when's the
fuck.
first
Oh, that's right.
show?
40
Yeah,
had
totally good.
flyers already. When is? We went to therapy. Fuck that shit. No. Mateo's installing bulletproof glass on the Dance Dance Revolution machine. Just like hope it survives the fucking show.
I'm just
But
looking
they-
around at the group, talking about the first sort of night or weekend at the rave, and I'm like, I think I should probably spin up some rapid detox in case some of you get a little out of hand.
Yeah, dude, fucking sell that shit while they're here. Oh, you fucking too drunk? No, we can help you out, man. 50 eddies, you know? Pop, pop, pop.
300.
And then we sell them more drinks. It's a perfect business model.
300 eddies. That's like luxury pharmaceuticals right there.
I mean, I don't know the price numbers, but yes. Sell to sell to sell.
It does cost me 200 to make it, so I think 300 seems fair.
Wait, who's bartending? Are we security? Fuck.
Mateo starts getting too much into it. Do we have
My finger on my
appetizers?
nose.
God damn it.
What else have we?
Dale starts making a wish list of like deep fryer, like flat top, like
Roller grill.
I'll just spend my first week doing work, whatever work that rolls up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to make some money. I just spent a bunch on something. I can't remember what.
Let's see what you
that-
got going on here.
bought some car upgrades, and now I'm broke.
I also would like to make some money. But I can't this week, sorry. Didn't mean
I could
that.
send Nico out onto the streets to go beg. Tell him I don't have any more money for his cat hookers.
No, I was about to say he'll spend the money
Not a
on.
bad
on
idea.
Yeah, I'll give him his little jangly jar since y'all won't let me go out and beg for money. I'll give him my little jangly jar and tell him to give him the Puss in Boots treatment.
That's cool. That hustle that it just generated, Crave, actually is just what you said you were doing. It says you designed and delivered medicines or street drugs to a client.
Heck yeah.
You made
Nice.
extra and sold it.
Perfect.
Wait, so you got 200
Yeah.
eddies for that.
Hey, thank you.
Oh yeah, dude.
See here, Dallas, you said you were gonna do something.
I worked on the drones. I went to therapy. If I would be allowed to work to make money, I would. I also could look at the Reaper architecture, but I was going to do that the next week.
Yeah. You found and sold a data cache in an abandoned system for 200 eddies.
Yeah, buddy. Give
Yeah,
me the
yeah.
eddies. I'm still